and welcome back to Real Tournaments with Mr. J, where we put your favorite franchise into a single elimination tournament to find out which film of that franchise is the best. In our last program, we found out that Batman in 1989 is making it to the finals, and we're going to find out who they will be facing in the final match of the Batman Legacy Tournament. Let's find out who the contestants are today. Released June 19th, 1992, with a runtime of 2 hours and 6 minutes, we have Batman Returns. And the opponent. Released July 18th, 2008, with a runtime of 2 hours and 32 minutes. We have the Dark Knight. Round 1. As far as the rewatch factor, when it comes to Batman Returns, I feel this is a good TV movie. It's a more deep storyline, a little more cheese to it. Not cheese like campy, cheese like a funny storyline. Except the end, that it took a real weird trip at the end. But I do feel this would be a good movie. I love the ending. I love the cliffhanger ending. I give Batman Returns a score of a 3 for rewatchability, that I watched it when it comes on TV. But it's not an instant favorite. Yeah. When it comes to The Dark Knight, I feel it took a very long time to tell a very short story. It could have been better, I watched it with someone who's never seen it before, but I'm not writing this down as the greatest superhero film ever created. I give the rewatch factor a 2. I watched it with someone who's never seen it before. Definitely not my favorite, and definitely wouldn't watch it when it came on TV. I think it'll be heavily edited and will not be enjoyed. So rewatch factor a 2. And the winner of round 1, the rewatch factor, goes to Batman Returns. Round 2. So when it comes to the storyline for Batman Returns, it's a very, very, very good storyline, where you see the human factor of Batman and his villains in Batman. But that Penguin villain angle is kind of weird. I give storyline a 3 because of that. That whole kidnapping the firstborn children kind of took the Batman movie in a weird angle. And I don't think a lot appreciated that angle. But I feel they appreciated the Catwoman angle a lot more. Although, one thing I thought was weird was the fact that she decided to become Catwoman and had 9 lives just because, 10 minutes ago, she didn't and was just a regular human, but now she has 9 lives, And let's not forget Catwoman was a cat burglar and not a mystical cat being. So, storyline-wise, I give a 3. Gotham is getting gritty in The Dark Knight. Storyline, definitely a 4. We see the Joker like we've never seen him before. We've waited forever to see the Joker like this. And it's great. It's fantastic. It drives the story. There's a lot of dry parts in this story. The whole Harvey Dent thing, I think they could have waited for the 3rd movie to just kill him off. Um, but other than that, 85% of the story was great. It was that last 15 that was kind of So I give storyline a 4, and I believe that is very fair. And the winner of round 2, the storyline, goes to The Dark Knight.
Round 3.
So when it comes to characters for Batman Returns, we have a score of a 4. These characters were really awesome. Everyone was really, really super cool except the Penguin. It was kind of gross. But I mean that Catwoman, everything Catwoman did, Batman, everything Batman did, like it worked. It worked so well together. And then how the Penguin and Batman looked at Catwoman like, who the fuck is she? Like, that triangle works so good. But, you know, the Penguin and Batman were never on the same side. It was just a very good working situation. So I give characters a 4. For The Dark Knight, I give characters a 4. I believe the Joker carried most of the movie character-wise. And that's about it. I mean, Commissioner Gordon was kick-ass. But that's about it. I don't feel anyone really stood out except those two. And those were the only two you were rooting for. And I'm very glad. Not only did they change that childhood friend of Batman, but blew her the fuck up. So, yeah, score of a 4 for characters. So we have a sudden death situation for characters. Each movie scored a 4. So I gathered the 6 main people of each movie, and I'm going to rate them between 1 and 5. And the overall score is going to be which film gets this score. So for Batman Returns, we have Batman, who gets 5 out of 5. The Penguin, who gets 1 out of 5. Catwoman receives 5 out of 5. Max Schreck receives 2 out of 5 because of that death scene. Like, Catwoman did come back and really fuck him up. Commissioner Gordon was a dumbass, 1 out of 5. And Alfred is super cool, 5 out of 5. So that's a total of 19 points in characters. On the opposing side with The Dark Knight, we have Batman. I give 4 out of 5. I really don't like this Batman, but he does pretty good. And he invented the Batman voice, which there was never really a Batman voice in the first place. This Joker, 5 out of 5, hands down. I'm not complaining about that. Harvey Dent sucked. He gets 1 out of 5. He sucked. Scarecrow is a dumbass. He sucks. He's always going to suck. Commissioner Gordon, 5 out of 5. He kicks total ass. And he just does. And Alfred, and I give him 2 out of 5 because his shade was a little too much at times and wasn't really that fun. I don't know. But anyways, that total equals 18 points. So, for characters, the win goes to Batman Returns.
Round 4.
So, when it comes to the appearance for Batman Returns, it receives a 3. There's pretty much that doesn't need to be said. It's early 90s. It looks like the early 90s. And instead of harping on it, I'm just going to call it what it is. So it receives a 3 for appearance. So as far as appearance goes, we give The Dark Knight score of a 4. They paid a lot of attention to detail. And it looks great. It feels great. Hands down. Not quite a 5. Of course, Batman does unrealistic things, and that's in Batman nature. But I don't feel it was quite of 5. So definite 4 for appearance. And the winner of round 4, the appearance, goes to The Dark Knight.
Round 5.
Final round, we have enjoyment. Each movie is enjoyed in its own way. Honestly, I give the Batman Returns a 4 for enjoyment. That cliffhanger was just awesome, and you wanted to know what happened with Catwoman. You were surprised Catwoman was still alive. I just love the end of this film. Like, going in, I always forget how cool this movie is. And then when you hit the end and you're just like, damn, that was a good ride. That was a cool ride. So enjoyment is definitely a 4. With The Dark Knight, I was definitely caught up in the hype. People amped up this movie so much, and I was let down. I give enjoyment a 2. It's a very long ride. It is a very slow burn. And the action scenes that were there were very cool. But that Harvey Dent scene needs to be totally removed from the movie. Maybe they could have had it in the third one, since that was weird all in its own right. But just, it was not anywhere near as enjoyable as I thought people were making it. So definitely enjoyment is a 2 for The Dark Knight. And the winner of round 5, the enjoyment, goes to Batman Returns.
It's time for the final results.
The winner of round 1, the rewatch factor, goes to Batman Returns. The winner of round 2, the storyline, goes to The Dark Knight. The winner of round 3, the characters in a sudden death extended finish, goes to Batman Returns. The winner of round 4, the appearance, goes to The Dark Knight. And the winner of round 5, the enjoyment, goes to Batman Returns. So, the winner of today's semifinal match, Batman Returns, will be facing the 1989 version of Batman